count on. This is News Channel 8 at 6.
All I have to say is this I'm sorry, but he had to go through with this.
The man convicted of sexually assaulting young children apologizes as he learns his sentence in court today. Hello and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Mike Thompson.
I'm Lisa Klein. A French Island man is sentenced to 30 years behind bars for charges of sexual assault against a child.
According to the criminal complaints, the abuse happened between December 2005 and November of 2007. The complaints describe several different times that McCormick inappropriately touched his victims and even punched one of his victims in the groin. After his prison term, McCormick will serve 25 years of extended supervision. For one family, Trevor McCormick's sentence brings some sense of closure.
News Channel 8's Laura Reed sat down with the family of two of McCormick's victims. She joins us now live in the studio to tell us how this family is coping.
Well, Mike and Lisa, the Heslop family describes the last year as a nightmare. After police arrested Trevor McCormick, their youngest grandson opened up about sexual assault he too had suffered at the hands of McCormick. His older brother is also a victim. The Heslops say it's too late to prevent this from happening to their grandsons, but they want to make sure that no other family has to go through what they have.
Catherine Heslop was watching a movie with her youngest grandson when all of a sudden he opened up about being sexually abused by Trevor McCormick.
I had to go in the other room and just bawl like a baby because how can anybody do that?
Catherine says it breaks her heart to know what happened to her grandsons. She says they were just 4 and 8 when McCormick abused them. That was 4 years ago. And the older boy still isn't talking about it.
The older of the two has gone from being very quiet and passive to this angry state. We still don't know what happened to him, and that's the scariest part.
The Heslops say McCormick was their son-in-law's best friend. He offered the family a place to stay.
Yeah, he was very cunning. Very, very cunning. I mean, he knew how to trap these kids.
After returning from a family vacation, the Heslops drove by to check on their grandchildren, and when they noticed all the young boys hanging around McCormick's home, they started to suspect something was wrong.
I took one look at what was going on. Kathy and I both looked at each other and said, this isn't right. We got to get our grandchildren out of here.
The Heslops believe there are more victims in this case, and that's why they're sharing their story, in hopes other families won't be afraid to speak out.
The Heslops say they are working on getting counseling for the boys and trying to move forward as a family from what happened. Now, the family contacted News Channel 8 because they feel it's important to bring attention to this case because they do believe there may be other victims who are afraid to speak out.
Thank you, Laura. Police arrested Trevor McCormick in 2007.
The Heslop's grandson opened up about what happened in January of 2008.